Code of behaviors. DOS at workplace. Do arrive early. There's some common advice often given to new workers: you want to be in the office before your boss, and stay until after he or she leaves. You will be remembered for answering your phone at 8:01 a.m. in Bangladesh, where tardiness, lateness, is common, especially in major cities, where traffic can cause all kinds of headaches. Equally, you will also be noticed if you consistently show up 15 minutes after everyone else, just not in the way you want. Punctuality is a simple concept. It means showing up when you say you will. When you are punctual, it signals that you care for your team members, you take your job seriously, and you care about meeting deadlines and, etc. In almost every workplace, punctuality is synonymous with professionalism. Do network with people outside of your cubicle. It's important that you complete your work on time and up to standard, but it's also important to remember that a cheerful of having a job at a company you appreciate is meeting other people with similar interests who can share advice from their past experiences that you can use on the job. That's why it's important to take networking opportunities seriously, especially when you're first starting on the job. Grabbing coffee or lunch with your coworkers, attending happy hour or other company functions, and simply making yourself available can go very far. In doing so, you must also pay attention to responsibilities that are hampered. To be willing to help out a coworker. If one of your coworkers asks you for help in completing a task, you should generally say yes as long as you feel that you can really help them while also hitting your own deadlines. This is an opportunity to stand out and demonstrate your own knowledge and skills. It's also an opportunity to make a friend and bring someone into your corner for the future. You never know when that might come in handy. Do bring in goodies, something tasty to eat. Who doesn't love to eat? If you have free time one night, baking cookies, brownies, or some other treats can be a really nice gesture for your coworkers, especially if you're celebrating a big win or going through a stressful period. Bringing something that everyone can enjoy will only make the gesture that much more meaningful. Do jump at the chance to complete a new task. If your boss, superior, or co-workers ask you to work on a task that you've never worked on in the past, it's natural to feel nervous. But that's no reason to decline the work. Accepting new projects expands your skill set and can lead to exciting opportunities down the line. You were likely chosen because they have confidence in your abilities. Just make sure to ask questions, seek advice, and make sure you're on the right track before getting too bogged, unable to progress, in the task. Do be flexible. Sometimes you're going to be tapped for a project or initiative that requires you to be flexible. You might be asked to work earlier or later hours than usual, or you might be asked to perform duties or tasks that you don't necessarily want to perform, or that you weren't hired to do. There may come a day when you are asked to work a holiday either to cover someone else's shift or to usher a project through to completion. While it's never fun to work on a holiday, a weekend, or to do someone else's job, being willing to roll with the punches demonstrates that you value the company and take your role seriously, which will only help you in the long run. Do dress appropriately for the office. What constitutes appropriate will depend on the particular culture of your workplace. But it's always a good idea to dress to impress, especially when you're first starting a new role at a company. Formal wear helps ease the tension of making that all-important first impression by perfecting your professional approach. Do make sure your earbuds are plugged in securely to your computer. Have you ever made the mistake of listening to music or video on your laptop while in public, only to realize that your earbuds weren't plugged in and that everyone around you could hear? Talk about embarrassing. Take it from me, it's only more embarrassing in the workplace. Your coworkers don't want to hear lyrics from your 2 Chainz, Family Friendly, at the workstation. Do be open-minded. Whether you're taking on new work, building relationships, or advancing in your career, you should do your best to remain open-minded. Nothing is known for certain, and being flexible and open to change will only help you in the long run. And finally, do wear a smile. Having a positive attitude about being at work will affect your job performance significantly. Appearing happy, friendly, and approachable at work can do wonders for your career. Never underestimate the power of a smile. It's okay to make mistakes. It's understandable to be nervous as you may move into a new job after or before graduation when you make a career change to a completely new company or industry. But it's also important to remember that it's okay to make mistakes. Nobody is perfect. As long as you are constantly growing and learning from those mistakes and make an effort to stop them making the same mistakes in the future, your coworkers will notice and you will have no positive changes in your career.